Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm going to talk today about African-American spy. He was a spy for the Continental Army during the American Revolution. His name is James Lafayette. He went by the name for many years James Armistead. His master was William Armistead, and he was a slave during a lot of the American Revolution. But when the British got down to Armistead's native state, Virginia, they were burning a lot of towns and a lot of villages, particularly the Trader General Benedict Arnold. Benedict had recently defected from the American side to the British side, and James Armistead didn't like what he saw. So James Armistead went to his master, William Armistead, and said, may I go and fight for the Continentals? May I go serve them in any capacity? William Armistead said, sure, go. And James Armistead went to General Marquis Lafayette. He was a French general that was fighting with the colonists at the time. And General Lafayette said, go to the British lines, win their trust, and then spy for us. So that's what Armistead did. He was a domestic servant to General Benedict Arnold and General Cornwallis for a few months. And then as soon as that happened, General Cornwallis and General Arnold said, can you spy for us? And Armistead said, sure. Armistead said, sure. And then what he was doing, though, was he was giving the British bad intel and he was giving the colonists good intel. And that was the main reason the colonists won the Battle of Yorktown. And that was the battle that ended the American Revolution and caused the British to surrender. So, but the war ended in 1783. And by 1784, James Armistead still didn't have his freedom. So he writes to General Lafayette and explains his situation. And General Lafayette writes to the American government. And General Lafayette's held in such high esteem by the American government, they listen to General Lafayette. And so the American government grants James Armistead his freedom. And as soon as he's granted his freedom, he changes his name to James Lafayette in honor of Marquis de Lafayette. So God bless James Armistead or James Lafayette, and God bless his bravery. You know, he didn't have freedom when the American Revolution was going on. He didn't have freedom, and after was probably the second most important figure in the American Revolution. George Washington was probably number one. James Armistead was number two, and yeah, and he wasn't given his freedom just even after all that. Yes, he was not a regular soldier, and a lot of African Americans that did fight for the Continentals in the American Revolution, if they had the proper papers, they were given their freedom, but because he was a spy, he didn't have any service papers. And he appealed, and a lot of the government he was doing that, but Marquis Lafayette wrote for him, and he was given his freedom. So God bless James Armistead for what he did, or James Lafayette for what he did. Hope everyone's doing well. Take care. God bless everybody. Bye-bye.